What's up, guys? Sorry about that. Welcome back to Michigan Muckraker. My name's Michelle. Today is March 20th, Monday of 2023, and last week on Tuesday, March 14th, Green Charter Township had a board meeting where well over 100 people showed up and voiced their clear and concise concerns about Project Elephant, or the Goshen Electric Vehicle Battery Plant, and they urged the board to reconsider the position. The very next day, on March 15th, that Green Charter Township supervisor went to Lansing and begged for money on behalf of Goshen, which is a Chinese battery company. And I'm going to jump into this article showing you exactly what he said, at least to 9 and 10 News. And before I jump into that, though, I wanted to share with you what I discovered very recently about Goshen and the shareholders, because that's something that has been kicked around a lot, is that Goshen is actually held, the majority of the shares are held by Volkswagen, which is, it's German. But the thing of it is, Chinese companies don't work the same as an American company would. It's different rules, and this just came out. Goshen's controlling shareholder to increase stake by up to RMB 300 mil. Goshen stock price performance in the past 2 years shows you there. The controlling shareholder of Chinese power battery maker Goshen High-Tech plans to increase its stake in the company, whose stock has continued to fall over the past few months. Goshen's controlling shareholder, which this Goshen Holding Group, plans to increase its stake in the company by no less than RMB 200 million, which is $29 million, and no more than 300 million within 6 months from March 13th, according to Shenzhen Stock Exchange announcement on March 12th. The share purchase plan will not set a price range, and the controlling shareholder of Goshen will increase its shareholding at an opportune time. So there you have it. They just increase whenever they want. They own the company. The founder, the CEO of the company, has been a member of the CCP, from what I've read, since the 80s. So the whole shareholder thing is misleading. Now, to go to this article by 9 and 10 News, Michigan lawmakers approve millions in support of proposed Goshen plant. This was, again, last Wednesday. I just did a video on what's going on March 22nd at this next appropriations committee that goes to the Senate. And I hope that you watch that video and you take some action. Just email the committee and let them know that you're against corporate welfare and you don't want to give your money to these companies, 3 of them, or you're for corporate welfare and you want to give taxpayer dollars to these 3 companies, one of them being a Chinese company. You let them know. Email them. If you can show up to Lansing and peacefully watch the proceedings, fill up the seats, let them know that you care about this topic, then please do that if you have time. It's, again, Wednesday at 2 p.m., March 22nd. So use your voice, email, peacefully show up, and let them know that this is important to us Michiganders. The Michigan House Appropriation Committee voted last Wednesday on the March 15th, to approve $585 million to expand battery plants in Michigan, including the proposed EV battery plant in Green Charter Township. Green Charter Township Supervisor Jim Chapman was in Lansing yesterday, testifying along with Ferris State University President Bill Pink and Goshen Representative Chuck Thelen on the proposed EV battery plant they are hoping to put in the township. Now, real quick, Goshen Representative Chuck Thelen is the vice president. The president of the company is Chen Li, who is a young global leader in the World Economic Forum. Chapman said he talked about the impact the proposed plant would have on the community of Green Charter Township and why the money is integral to the success of this proposed venture. It's definitely about money. We walked about the entire project and what it meant to the community. I keep saying walked, I'm sorry. We talked about the entire project and what it meant to the community. They needed to see the human side, not just the numbers. That's what I tried to do, said Chapman. Chapman said it was important for lawmakers to hear testimony about the impact the proposed Goshen plant would have if it made its home in the township. He also said the proposed Goshen factory will benefit not only Green Charter Township, but nearby communities as well. So yeah, he went down there and made sure the lawmakers voted yes, give money to Goshen. As if everything that we said, none of that mattered. Of course, to him, it matters though. So we need to keep using our voice, keep being clear and concise, have facts to back up what you say, be informed, and let them know that you don't like what's going on. You don't like giving your taxpayer dollars to these huge multi-million-dollar corporations in order to entice them to come here. We should try something else, because that just centralizes the power. Who picks the government? The government is picking with these development corporations, are picking who comes here. And is that what we want? Did we vote for the people on the Michigan Economic Development Corporation board? I don't think so. The small businessmen and women here in our community is going to see growth in their business of, you know, the local pizza shop, the party store, the gas stations, those types of things that are going to see increased business, that are going to need more employees, said Chapman. People are having a hard time finding employees now to work. So maybe we should fix that instead of supposedly bring more jobs to the area and increase what the pizza shop will need to do, the capacity. Again, that's only if the jobs are automated by 2032. Lawmakers approved $175 million for Goshen, with $50 million being earmarked to make improvements to local infrastructure needed for the plant of this size. $50 million is going to the right place, so they can clean the area up and get it prepped for Goshen. Again, the right place is getting paid also by the townships. So they're getting 50 million taxpayer dollars, and they're getting our township money. We're paying them to help us develop the area. Chapman says that's one of the reasons why Goshen chose this area. The reason why Goshen chose this area is because Whitmer and the Michigan Economic Development Corporation are creating huge incentives to bribe these companies here. They picked these companies. It wasn't free market. It wasn't the people picked. It was our government picked. Is this what we want? We need to ask ourselves this. They couldn't find anything. They looked, but they couldn't find anything. They needed this, and trust me, this is marginal land. The other thing in a huge factor was their state university. First, the university provides education, said Chapman. Well, it was a university because Dr. Bill Pink, who is a part of the Michigan Economic Development Corporation and a part of the Right Place and the president of the Ferris State University, he has been a huge key player in this deal. And he only became president of Ferris State University in 2022. And we know that this deal came to Michigan in 2021. I can go all the way back to May or June of 2021, even though it wasn't officially announced in a press release until October of 2022. But anyway, that's why it came here. Also, Chuck Thelen, which is the VP of Goshen, I have heard rumors. I can't verify. I have not been able to find anything online, so I'm being crystal clear with you on that. But the rumor is that Chuck Thelen, the VP of Goshen, and Randy Thelen, the CEO of The Right Place, are cousins. And Randy Thelen did not become the CEO of The Right Place till 2021, right after Chuck Thelen became the VP in 2020. So there's a lot going on here we need to be aware of. That is why Goshen is coming here. It's because people made the deal happen over the last 2 years. Like they're trying to give $175 million right now so that Goshen will come here. So they're bribing them on top of it all. If we couldn't have gotten that money, it was a done deal. You know, they're not going to do that when there's other places throughout the United States that would offer it, said Chapman. Chapman said that the Senate is expected to hear testimony in a few weeks, and he plans to be there to testify on behalf of Green Charter Township. He also said a public discussion panel is being put together for the public, and that questions do need to be submitted in advance. I also wanted to say that the meeting on April 5th got moved. Let's see if I click here. What does it say? There we go. Ballroom. Ferris State University. Wednesday, April 5th, 2023, 6:30 p.m. Screened questions, screened through the Mecosta County admin, who is also on the board of the Mecosta County Development Corporation, who pays The Right Place and works hand in hand with The Right Place. So, not a neutral party, even though down here it says community questions will be organized by a neutral party and presented by a moderator to the panel. The neutral party is not neutral. So I thought I'd be clear with that. But yeah, let me know. What do you guys think? What do you think of Chapman listening to our concerns and then brushing them off and running to Lansing the very next day, begging for money on behalf of Goshen, working hand in hand with Dr. Bill Pink? What do you think of this? Is this surprising? I wouldn't say it's surprising. Again, we know there's a lot of money, and we could tell that Chapman didn't seem very receptive of our complaints. So, or rather, not complaints even, our concerns, which were all valid and presented very clear with facts to back it up. So, I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Again, email the committee if you can to let them know that you're not for corporate welfare, or if you are for corporate welfare. You know, you make whatever choice, but I know what I'm going to email. So, thanks again. I appreciate you, and look out for the next video.